We are in the ADR booth for the very last time for season 4 Reacher. There it is. We are dunzos. This thing is going to be hitting airwaves very soon. Best season yet. Season 4 Reacher. Bye.
That clip you just saw, it's actually a huge update for Reacher Season 4 because Alan Ritchson has officially confirmed he's wrapping up work connected to the next season. And yeah, that means things are moving faster than people expected. So let's break it down. In that reel, Alan Ritchson talks about finishing up his latest work, and it ties directly into Reacher Season 4. Now, of course, we know this is post-production. He has now finished, and that is a key takeaway. Reacher Season 4 is no longer in early development or mid-development. It's in post-production, but it's finished its post-production with its lead star. That is huge. Now, of course, there's massive reasons why this is a big win. Because most shows take years between seasons. We've had it with Hijacked, the Harry Potter series is coming out. We know that is going to have a knock-on effect where it's going to be a season and then a break and then a season and then a break. Whereas Reacher hasn't been doing that. Reacher has been pretty consistent in getting its seasons out. I think the longest spell we had was between seasons 1 and 2, where it was season 2 released in the December of 2023 and Reacher Season 1 released in February of 2022. And then, of course, we didn't get a season in 2024 because, we had the ending of Season 2 in 2024. So I count Season 2 as 2024, and then, of course, 25 and 26 have both been basically back-to-back. Now, they're clearly fast-tracking this series because it's one of Amazon's biggest hits of all time. So hearing that the work is already wrapping up in post-production is pretty cool and means we're closer than people actually thought we were. Now, what happens when an actor like Alan Ritchson finishes up on this sort of stages of his on a show like this? Well, it kind of means final edits. In the background of that video, you saw him show us a scene from Reacher, just a little still that we haven't seen before, which is quite nice. And then, of course, you've got the marketing rollout, which is going to probably be, I hope they do it again, where they do the special investigators. You get a decipher, then you have to decipher the code to get your trailer date or your release date. That was pretty fun to do, and I love doing it with everyone on the Reacher Facebook group. Big shout out to you guys, because I hope some of you are watching this. And then, of course, we get our official release date announcement once the trailer drops. So, realistically, we're entering the final phases of Season 4 before it gets properly revealed. So, when could we actually see it? Now, our release window is very big at the moment for this year. Picking a decent release window is quite difficult, I think, given what's coming up this year. Now, I'm going to be talking about some stuff with video games and other media, and you may think, well, wait, why does that have any effect on Reacher? If you're a TV show or a movie or something, it's very easy in today's landscape where there's 100 billion things coming out. Like, this year's pretty big in terms of just media in general. You've got the Harry Potter series releasing Christmas Day. We now know that. You've got Reacher Season 4. You've got a Jack Ryan movie, I believe, is dropping on Prime at some point. I saw a trailer for that recently. Pop up. I haven't actually watched it. I might do a reaction to it if people want that. And then you've also got, the biggest video game of all time, Grand Theft Auto 6. I bring that up because that releases on November 19th, 2026. That is definitely locked in. They cannot change it again. They've already said that. Now, the reason why I bring that up is because that is going to take it's going to launch a massive missile into media as a whole, because people are going to be waking up and playing that game, and will be. If you talk to anybody in the world, you will have someone within your circle that is waiting for that game, if you're not one of them. Now, the reason I say this is because the likes of Lewis Hamilton, Formula 1, 7-time world champion, I believe he's in 8, but I'm not getting into that here. He's even said that he's going to, he can't wait for GTA. He's going to be playing it. He's, that's going to be his entire winter break now. So when you have someone who's devoted like that, who's going, I'm going to be doing, these are my plans, changes everything, really, in terms of, how we look at media and this entire game. The reason why this game could affect Reacher is for that very reason. You've got people that will just play it, and will just play it and do nothing else. Am I one of them people? I think I will be, but I'm also doing a channel alongside it, so That's a separate thing launching at some other point. I might tell you about that later on. But anyway, so Reacher 4 might need to decide when it wants to release and then pick a suitable release. Now, when could it potentially release? They're not going to release it in December because of the Harry Potter thing, because that's going to be huge. That's probably going to blow Reacher out the water. Of course, Skydance owns Reacher. They partner with Amazon to do the show. And Paramount has just bought Warner Brothers, which is also owned by Skydance. So Skydance don't want to compete with anything to do with their stuff. So you're not going to be getting it in August, September because of Lanterns. You're not going to probably be getting it November, December time because of one, GDA, but two, Harry Potter. They don't really want a big launch there. In between that, you're probably not going to get it at least for another couple of months after this announcement. So I think the safest bet for them, honestly, is to probably push it either June, July, where it finishes just before Lanterns starts, or the other option you have is you release it October and you finish it before November. If they're doing weekly, if they're just going to drop the entire season, which I really hope they do, then that's fine. But you know, you see it with a lot of shows. You do see it with a lot of shows where they do just drop instantly because of certain things, or they do it weekly. Reacher's first season was a drop instantly, and then season 2 and 3 have been weekly. So I'm expecting a weekly drop. But I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts. When do you think Reacher season 4 could be releasing? I think the safest bet is the September to December timeline, but I'm going to be optimistic and say July. I think it could really, because Reacher looks like he's in like a nice shirt, and it looks like it's sunny, so I think summer vibes, summer season Reacher, that'd be pretty cool. Of course, if you haven't already, please do drop a video, the like, subscribe, because it all helps me out, really helps me out, so thank you all so much. And I'll see you on the next one, and as always, yeah, also I want to just give a massive thank you to the Reacher Facebook group, because I know there'll be people watching it here. So thank you all for tuning in, and please drop a like, it really helps me out trying to grow this thing. See you in the next one, goodbye for now.